What's going on, guys? My name is Andrew Brockenbush.
And I'm John Fritching.
And on this YouTube channel, we give you the tips, tricks, and resources
that you need to level up your business.
So if you're like most people, you spend entirely way too much time on the internet. I can't tell you how many times my legs have fallen asleep while sitting on the toilet scrolling through social media.
The death school.
All right, but if you're a business owner, you probably have a website.
Yeah.
But let's face it, your website probably sucks. All right, and that's not good for your business. And coming up, we're going to tell you why. The first reason your website probably sucks is because it's not mobile friendly. And that is a major problem. 80% of all website traffic comes from
your
mobile
phone.
device. That's right. So if you do not have a mobile friendly device, imagine how much business you're leaving on the table, right? Clearly a major issue. If your website isn't mobile friendly, if everything's super tiny and you have to pinch to zoom and try to see stuff, the bottom line is people aren't going to stay on your website.
No, they'll go to the next competitor.
That's right, because they just don't have time to be bothered with figuring out why your website sucks.
Right. And you know, that kind of brings me to the second reason why your website sucks. It's not user-friendly.
That's right. A website that is hard to use is a website that people won't use.
Right. Don't make it difficult for people to buy your product. That's just
That's right.
not a good business practice.
That's right. If your website is confusing and they don't know where to find the different things that you offer and the navigation is strange and all this other stuff, they're just, like you said, they're going to go to your competitor.
Yeah, they'll move on.
People's attention span is very short. And so it's really important that your website is not only mobile friendly, but it's also user friendly. There's some incredible tools out there. One of our favorites is a company called Hotjar.
Oh, yeah.
Hotjar makes a great analytics tool that actually helps you monitor your visitors' behavior on your website.
Right.
So not just like a heat map. If you've ever heard of a heat map shows you kind of where the most time someone spends on your website. Well, Hotjar goes one step further, and it actually shows you where their cursor moves while they're visiting your website. And the nice thing about that is you can actually see where they tried to click or where they tried to go and what links didn't work, what buttons didn't work. And that is really important to know how you should lay out your navigation so that the customers have a good user experience, right?
Absolutely, because if a customer thinks they should be able to click on something and it doesn't go anywhere, they're going to consider that to be an error on your part in your website design.
That's right. Quick little design whatever I'm looking for, vocabulary of the day is there's a word that's called hamburger menu. And it's those three little lines stacked on top of each other. You usually see them when you're on your mobile phone and it's at the top right-hand corner. That opens up the menu on a mobile-friendly website. Well, there's a new design trend where people get rid of those traditional menu items, the words of the different pages in the navigation, and they replace it just with the hamburger menu. And although that seems really cool and it's a modern design trend and I find it to be nice on some websites, you really have to think about your customer persona. You have to think about your demographic. If you have an older demographic that's visiting your website from a desktop computer or from an older PC, whatever the case may be, they might be confused. They might not know where they're supposed to click, and they might think that the menu's missing altogether. So it's really important for you to not only understand, your overall user experience on your website, but understand your customers so that you can tailor that experience for them specifically.
Yeah, I think keyword there is user.
That's exactly right. The last reason is it's not modern. A website that's looking old, it's outdated. I mean,
JavaScript animations and
just
sparkles falling
music
out of
starts immediately whenever you hit it. I mean, these are the reasons why people they bounce, right? There's a statistic. There's another vocab word is bounce. Bounce rate. It's the percentage of people that come to your website and immediately leave. They don't click on another page. They don't visit an article. They don't do anything other than your site, other than land on that page and then bounce. A high bounce rate is a bad thing. It means that your customers did not want to stay on your website for a number of reasons. Either when they got there, it wasn't what they expected, or maybe it wasn't mobile friendly. All of these things could create a high bounce rate. You want a low bounce rate as possible so that people stay on your website, increase your visit time, which hopefully will convert and turn them into a sale, right? So if you don't want a website that sucks,
it's time for a change.
It's time for an update. There's a lot of great agencies and do-it-yourself options. So no matter what route you take, most options nowadays should kind of address the three things that we talked about. Mobile friendly, user friendly, and modern. Right? Yeah. You can do all of that by working with hopefully a modern design agency or one of the great website builders that exist. Bottom line is, don't let your website hold you back, right? Don't let it suck. It is probably time to invest in a new website. Hey, we're a marketing agency.
We make websites.
So if you'd like, feel free to reach out to us.
Yeah.
Every single week we put out content just like this to help you navigate the ever-changing digital landscape to grow your business. See you guys next week.